About 9 years ago, my partner, Paki, we had Essence, which is a second child. She was 2 years old at that time, and Paki was expecting another child. At that time, I was quite a big guy. I used to eat pies, bread, a lot of junk food, fizzy drinks. Didn't eat, home cooked meals. Always ate out. Just being a labourer back then, that's all I did. That's all we ate. Just eating on the road, pizzas, McDonald's, everything, and anything that was easy just to get your hands on and eat. Obviously, in that time, I was quite a fit guy, but years and years, because I was heading into 30. I was getting quite heavy, but I didn't know how much I weighed. Then, I went to go and see a GP at that time. And Paki came with me for moral support. And, he told me just to jump on the scales, and this is the first time I actually jumped on the scales before, and then I weighed in at 138 kgs. And I don't think I was quite, I never thought that I was that big. Some people, don't look at themselves and think that you're that big, and I never thought I was that big at that time. And that was a shock. I was concerning for Paki because, my GP was also concerned and knew our family history of my dad, because he passed away from bowel cancer when, I was at the last year of primary school. So I was only 10 years old. When he was diagnosed, 3 months later he passed away, and I was only 10 years old, and it affected me for years not having a dad around. And it's still, you still feel a bit lost when you don't have a dad around. And Paki, she looked at me and she was very concerned, because the doctor did say, if you keep leading, your lifestyle, which is an unhealthy lifestyle, I'll end up, my children and my family will see me standing over me, and that was my wake-up call. That's having, not having my dad there when I was young. I didn't want that happen to my girls. And that was my wake-up call, and also my youngest daughter was on her way, and I said to myself I wanted to be a little bit more active. I started off really slowly. All I did was walk. So basically, when my newborn came along, I just put her in one of those little baby packs, walked with her, bought Essence, then the pram, and I just walked. That's all I did. Start off with the flat roads, and then over time, because it was summer, because Kiwa is our youngest child. She was born in January, so in that time it was nice and hot. So it was great just to walk. And then I had a backyard and just started gardening. Like, as you can see, this bush here, this was nothing. Our bush was like, it was high. It was high as. So all I did is started weeding it, and try to make it a lovely place for my children to actually be active. Because when you're an active parent, you tend to, all your children stay inside, watching movies, eating junk food. So that was another change too, because if I was changing my lifestyle as a dad and trying to be active, I was trying to get, hopefully lead that for my children to be a little bit more active. So I did that, and weights just started slowly coming off, in the years to come. That's all it was. Weight started slowly going off, started eating better, so I was starting, from eating all the junk food, from the pies and the pizza, I started, cutting. My first thing was to cut bread out, because I really enjoyed bread. I used to eat bread with everything for breakfast. So if I was having a pie, I'll have a pie sandwich. So I was having hot chips and fish and chips. You put in the fish and the chips and the sauce and the bread. So that was just the normal. So I cut bread out. Wonderfully enough, I actually started losing weight. It was fantastic actually seeing, my partner, because Paki never looked at me as a big guy. She never thought, honey, you're getting big, you're getting fat or anything. She loved me for who I was, and she's always been a support network, even to this day. She always said, still says, every morning, I love you, got that, babe, you look great. She wished I was home a little bit more, not going to the gym as much now, because she thinks I look fine. You know, without her having that support network at home and having her support me through that long journey, it wouldn't be possible. You know, so that's really important. If you've got a support network, it could be your partner, you know, even friends. You know, sitting there just saying how great you're looking. It doesn't have to be how you're losing heaps of weight. It's just looking great, because they see the energy start beaming off you. You've got more energy just being with your children, and that's what's a great thing with me now. Obviously, you know, I love being outdoors, and you know, my girls love being outdoors now. So instead of being cooped home and watching movies all the time, which is great at times when it's winter, yeah, I'm a bit more active. We have an active family.